Welcome back, students. In this video, we will be on page 32. Page 32 in your student book. So lesson B says to listen, read, and write the American and British vocabulary differences in the table. So I'm going to play this audio, and first it will read you the American English, and then it will read the exact same story but with British vocabulary. And then we'll discuss the differences and fill out number 2. So be sure to read along in your book and listen while you listen to the audio.
Lesson B, pages 32 and 33. 1. Listen, read, and write the American and British vocabulary differences in the table.
Last night in Miami, a truck delivering cookies and candy to a store drove up on the sidewalk. It hit a mailbox in front of a drugstore. Then it knocked over several trash cans. It came to a stop in a yard in front of an apartment building. The store owner had a flashlight in the trunk of his car, so he helped the driver pick up packages. Then a police officer arrested the driver. In the elevator at the police station, the officer noticed that the driver's sweater and pants were covered in ketchup. She told the driver that it was dangerous to eat and drive at the same time. She took away his driver's license for 2 weeks. The man apologized. He said he was very tired and needed a vacation.
Last night in London, a lorry delivering biscuits and sweets to a shop drove up on the footpath. It hit a postbox in front of a chemist. Then, it knocked over several rubbish bins. It came to a stop in a garden in front of a block of flats. The shop owner had a torch in the boot of his car, so he helped the driver pick up packets. Then, a police officer arrested the driver. In the lift at the police station, the officer noticed that the driver's jumper and trousers were covered in tomato sauce. She told the driver that it was dangerous to eat and drive at the same time. She took away his driving license for a fortnight. The man apologized. He said he was very tired and needed a holiday.
All right, so that is the difference. It's mostly the same. There's just some vocabulary differences. So, for example, here they say truck, here they say lorry. So let's find that. So a truck delivering cookies and candy, a lorry delivering biscuits and sweets. So cookies and candy, and biscuits and sweets, to a shop, drove up on the sidewalk, American English sidewalk. England English, they say footpath. All right, then another difference, mailbox, post box, and then drugstore and chemist. These are both for pharmacy. We would say drugstore is more common than pharmacy, and in England they say chemist. Trash cans, they say rubbish bins. Trash is the same as rubbish. And then yard, garden, apartment building, block of flats. So that's in the first paragraph. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 differences between the American English and the British English vocabulary. They mean the same thing, they just use different words than we do. So let's continue doing that here. So here we would say store owner and flashlight and trunk. So store owner, they say shop owner. Flashlight, they say torch. And instead of trunk, they say boot. in the boot. And then we have packages, and they say packets. Then a police officer arrested the driver, so that's the same. In the elevator, they say lift. All right, so the driver's sweater and pants and ketchup, they say jumper for sweater, trousers for pants, and tomato sauce. So here everyone says salsa de tomato. That's the same as tomato sauce, but we say ketchup in American English. So we say driver's license, they say driving license. And then 2 weeks, they say fortnight. A fortnight is 2 weeks. It's fortnight is 14 days. 14, that's why it's called fortnight. And then the difference here, we just spell, a lot of times in English, American English, we use a Z. They typically only use an S. So apologized, apologized. And instead of vacation, they say holiday. So it's just, this exercise isn't anything super important that you need to worry about. It's just showing the difference between American English and British English. So in this square, all of these words that we underline together, you need to write in this square, and then all of these words write in this square. All right, so let's go to exercise number 2. And these are all the British spelling, and we're going to write the American spelling. So I'm going to help you with these. So we would do this one with a Z, organize with a Z, and then we spell theater like that. Center is the same. All you need to do is change the R and the E. And then they say aeroplane. We say airplane. All right, so we're going to do this for all of these words. Flavor, a lot of times in British English, they use the O-U-R. In American English, we don't use the U. So flavor without the U. Humor is the exact same. All right, so what do you think about leader? For theater and center, we just changed the R and the E. So that's how they spell leader. So we just changed that as well. And then this one has an S. So in American English, we spell it with a Z. And gray, this one is tricky. We'll come back to this one after we finish these. So neighbor, this is the same. Notice it's O-U-R. So we're going to spell it N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R. Meter is the same as the other ones with R-E. And apologize, they use an S. We use a Z. And then there's O-U-R for favorite. And then they say mum for mom. All right, so this one right here, gray, there's always a debate in English. All right, let me erase this one. Sorry. Let's do this here. We spell it with an A. Look, if you spell it with an E or an A, it doesn't matter, really. Everyone's going to know what you're talking about. So you don't need to worry about this. This is just to show the differences between British and American English. It's English, and if you go, like if I go to Britain, I will be able to communicate. I'll just not understand a few of the words. So don't stress about it. It's meant to be fun and just show you that there's differences. So that's it for page 32. Thank you for following along.